Well, the day has finally come, man. My heart is broken today, but I guess I have nobody to blame but myself. And that is the day that I finally lost the ability to track my workouts using the Max Trainer app. Now, for those of you who don't know, BowFlex had a Max Trainer app that was discontinued some time ago. I have a Max Trainer M5. This M5 was purchased in December of 2018, making it almost 7 years that I have had it. It'll be 7 years this December that this machine has been in my possession, one way or another. And I had always managed about a few years ago, the Max Trainer app was discontinued. As you can see here, that when I bought the Max Trainer, okay, it was the middle of the pack. They had the M3, the M5, and the M7. Well, since that time, they have completely discontinued the M3. They have discontinued the M5, and now the M6 has replaced the M5. So they've discontinued the M3, the M5, and the M7. The M6 has become their new base model. So I guess you could say this is the new M3, and I would assume that the M9 is now the M7, and the SE is kind of like the M3. The Max Trainer app was a way that you could follow. It would connect via Bluetooth, and it would record your workouts. I mean, whatever workout you did, if you did 7 workouts in a day, it would record those workouts. It had a little calendar. You guys have seen it. I'll put the screenshots in some of the videos. Well, they've discontinued that for a while, and as long as I kept it, I was good. Well, I hadn't been on the Max Trainer in quite some time because I was debating on whether or not I would keep it. I have been tempted to disassemble it and take it out and put it on the street, but I'm going to tell you why I didn't do that. I didn't do it because I know that it would only be on the street for about 30 minutes. Somebody would either come pick it up and use it, or somebody would come pick it up and turn it into scrap. And I just wasn't ready for that to happen. So I kept it. And I've been debating whether or not I was going to get back on it. And so I've been putting it off. Well, I finally got back on it yesterday. I never tried to open the app, though. I went to do it today after I got off of it for the second day in a row. And guess what? My app had offloaded. So if you have an iPhone, it's a little cloud by it. If you don't use an app for a while, guess what? It offloads to save you space. And in order to download it, that app must still be available. So I got a message, and I didn't even know this was going to happen. Otherwise, I would have taken a screenshot of my screen. That soon as I clicked on to bring it back to my phone, and it gave me a message saying that we couldn't do it. So I had no choice but to delete it because it was no good after that. Now, it's some good news and some bad news. If you have a Max Trainer M5 or one that needs the support of the Max Trainer app, there is a Facebook group that you should probably join, and someone in that group will give you a link that if you have an Android, you can actually download the Max Trainer app, the one that's discontinued. But unfortunately, due to iOS software, Apple users cannot download it. So I don't have it. Now, I was looking for a reason and debating on whether or not I wanted to get a new Max Trainer. My wife, I think that the Max Trainer is one of the best machines out there when it comes to quick, intense, calorie burning workouts. My wife just bought a mini walking pad, or I guess a walking pad is like a mini treadmill, but she bought it, and I was walking trying to get 10,000 steps a day, and I did. What I noticed about the 10,000 steps, it took me about an hour to get 10,000 steps. I had to walk about 3.5 miles to get those 10,000 steps. My feet would be killing me, probably because I didn't have on the right shoes, and I would barely sweat. And it took me an hour, sometimes an hour, 15 minutes. I don't know how accurate the step counter is. But one thing that I've always loved about the BowFlex Max Trainer is that it gets down to business. What I've always noticed is my sessions are between 15 and 20 minutes. You can actually program the time. So I bumped it up from 15 to 20 minutes. So now my fat burner, which is the program that I love doing, the fat burner, I adjusted it from 15, which is the default. I put it at 20. And each of the stages of the levels, right, is a little longer than on the 15-minute program. I burnt 150 calories. And because of the high intensity interval training, I was able, you still burn calories when you're done. So I can't immediately hop in the shower when I'm done. I have to wait a half hour to an hour before I even get in the shower, because if I get in the shower while my body is still burning, I am now going to sweat post shower. So there is no machine, in my opinion, at the gym or that you can have at home that equals this machine right here. There's nothing like it. Love it. But I've been debating on whether or not I should get a new machine. And I think because the app is now gone, I'm going to do that. I'm going to eventually get a new machine. Now, the M6 is the same price that the M5 was. And it looks like it actually is better than the M5, because what they did is they had an M3. I hated the M3. Then they had an M5 and an M7. It was very weird because then the M6 came along, which was super weird. They made a 7. I think if I'm not mistaken, because it's been over 5 years. So I think they made an M7, then an M6. I think it was an M3, M5, M7. Then they made an M6. They discontinued the 7, and then the 6 replaced the 5 as the base model. And so, but the SE is now the base model. But what they did is they added another model. So the top of the line model is the Max Total 16, and we've gone through the difference and the comparison between these machines, the M9, but the M6 is comparable to the M5. There's a little bit of a difference. The M6 has a tablet holder, and I'm sure you can have an app. Now, because it supports Journey. So the M5 did not have Journey support. When the M5 was new, Journey was not a thing. Journey is relatively new. So now the Max Trainer SE, which people have been hearing good things about this machine, this is now the base model, and it's actually $300 off. And this one, okay, so you know what? I take that back. This now is the base model, okay? This replaces the M3, which was long replaced. This probably replaces the M5. This replaces the M6. And this one, the Total Max 16, is the top of the line, $2,500. Any one of these will do the trick. They just got different features. And again, I'll link the video that I made comparing the ones, if I can find it, to this video. But I'm supremely disappointed because as long as I kept opening the app and I didn't let it offload, I would be good. So I know BowFlex gets a lot of pushback. They just went bankrupt recently and were purchased by another company. I don't think Nautilus owns them anymore. I'm not certain about that. I had a credit card through them, not a BowFlex credit card, but another one through a credit card company financial institution called Vive, VIVE. They wind up sending me a letter saying that our partnership with BowFlex has been terminated. You no longer have an available credit, and when you pay your balance, you're done. The card is closed. I was like, well, alrighty then. So it kind of sucks. I did like the app because you could track what you were doing. It told you how long you were on the machine, how many calories you burned, and it had the calendar, man, and every time you finished the workout, it would circle the day. And I know that's not a lot. That's not a reason to buy a new machine, but I think after 7 years, I think it's time to get a new machine. So once I I get some things in order, I think I'm going to upgrade the machine. And at that point, maybe I'll put the M5 out on the curb. I just have to decide whether or not. So the M5, when the M5 was first a thing, I think that it was the price of this one. I think it was about $1,500, but it was on sale. So I think I'm going to do my due diligence and figure out, this one is just like the one I have. This one will get the job done. It really will. I think that this one comes with the built-in tablet. this one wouldn't be bad. I feel like if I'm gonna go, then I might as well go. Pedal to the metal. I already got the Revolution. Why not just go top of the line? But I also want to get some interchangeable weights for the basement, a pull-up bar, and stuff like that. So those videos, well, the pull-up bar video will be coming when I order it. I haven't ordered it yet, but so anyway, man, today broke my heart. When I saw that little cloud, I was like, oh my God. I was devastated, man, because I'm like, I might not be able to download this. As long as I didn't delete it, I could still open it. So it's gone, and because I have an iPhone, I can't go back and get it from the Facebook group. Anyway, man, let me know in the comments below. Do you have any BowFlex product? Do you have a Max Trainer? How do you feel about the Max Trainer? I love this machine. I loved it from the moment I stayed on it. I mean, like I said, it's unfortunate that BowFlex doesn't have the best reputation because this machine here does the job. This BowFlex is great for people who don't have a lot of time. And this machine right here is, well, I don't know about this one because I've never had it. But this one, I've never had this one either, but this is like the step up from the M5. The handlebars are different. The iPad holder thing is not there, and this is a little different as well. But it's pretty much the same machine. This right here is my favorite. I would skip, if I'm at the gym, I would not get on the treadmill, the elliptical, the Stairmaster. I wouldn't get on any of that because I had this at home. 15 minutes, done. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, man. I'm heartbroken.